Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Tuesday, the show that puts glennzb up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. And there's a very good reason why I could never ever be president. And this was made abundantly clear to me this morning as I watched footage of Donald Trump, President Trump, signing us out of the TPP, signing the US out of the TPP. That's him there. Oh, good point, Scotty. Also, I'm not an American citizen. So there are rules about that sort of thing. Yes, digital age TV. So Scotty beat you to the punch on that one. All right, I'm not American. Okay. But the other reason is, look at that signature. I think you've got to sign things with a flourish, don't you, when you press? And my signature, it kind of looks like. It looks like a small animal's just come along and done a poo on the piece of paper. It doesn't really look like. It's because I used to be a store person in a warehouse, and the trucks would come all day long, and I just have to sign packing slips, and you just go, and it's done. But yeah, so he signed. It's a weird thing. They give him the thing, and he goes, and he makes a big show of pretending to read it, but he also looked like he didn't actually know how to read when he was pretending to read it. He was sort of like, it was like, it's a bit like what you do when the domestic manager tells you to make sure you read the restaurant bill when you go up to pay. You don't really ever read it, do you? But you've got to pretend that you're reading it. Oh, yes. Because you can't... By that stage of the meal, I mean, generally... Well, in my case, anyway, I've had a few, and I'm not really capable of adding those things up and corresponding those items with whether that's what people actually ate and drank. It's too complicated. They could charge me $2,000 instead of $200, and I'd probably still pay it. Hope no restaurant owners are watching this now. Anyway, that's why I can't be president. Tell you what, dangers of drug abuse. I mean, we've got some people who we know have taken a lot of drugs, and now this is what's happened to them. There's Ewan McGregor and Robert Carlyle. Look at the state of them. Because I've seen the first Trainspotting movie, and they did so many drugs at one point. One of them had to come out of the toilet. I remember. That was weird. It suddenly appeared out of the toilet. And I haven't seen the new one, obviously. It's just that's them at the premiere. But man, they look terrible, don't they? I mean, those guys used to be quite good looking. I don't know what's happened. So don't do drugs. Don't even do movies about doing drugs. Mind you, everything gives you cancer these days. The latest study says that anything fried, baked, cooked, like toast, like potatoes, if it goes a little bit brown, so like, i.e. nice, that's going to give you cancer. But I mean, most things do, don't they? Probably just you watching this is giving you brain cancer. It wouldn't surprise me. Certainly it's doing me physical harm. So, I mean, we can't not eat toast, can we? Please tell me that's not a thing. I don't think I actually want to be alive if I can't eat toast. How would it fit McDonald's if they're not allowed to make things look... Mind you, I'm just thinking, does their meat actually... Do they brown it? It's always sort of a grey kind of a colour, really, isn't it? It's not usually that brown. But the reason I've got this headline in regards to McDonald's is that police are investigating an aggravated robbery of a McDonald's drive-thru in Huntly. Surprised that this could happen in a lovely place like Huntly. Anyway, 3 balaclavaed men armed with metal bars entered the fast food store, and they made off with cash and are believed to have escaped on foot. So hang on. Did they entered the... Or did they... they robbed the drive-through. I'm a bit confused about this story because you can't go through a drive-through on foot. There's strict rules about that. So I don't know what's happened there. And also, where are you buying balaclavas at this time of year? It's more of a winter item. A lot of questions about that. I don't understand. And also, why do you need to rob a McDonald's when you can, I mean, you can get a large frozen Coke for $1. I mean, that represents some pretty good value. I don't think you have to steal one, do you? Finally, I just want to know, do you think that I'm being a bit sexist? I'm worried I'm getting old and sexist when I see images of the new leader of Sinn Féin in Ireland replacing the bearded Jerry Adams, who's, I think we've talked about before how he's never aged through his entire career. So quite good looking, but I wouldn't say that he's like in a Brad Pitt category. Anyway, he's been replaced by Michelle O'Neill. And it's sexist, isn't it? That my first thought when I saw her was, man, you're hot. That's a bit sexist. I should keep those opinions to myself, probably. Mind you, looking at the size of my audience, I almost have. I am glennzb. Thank you, you select few who have decided to join me here and have me up your Periscope. I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Bring your friends.